Hello, it's Stephanie with Busted Cribs. My husband and I have a renovation show called Busted Cribs. You can look us up on YouTube or bustedcribs.com. And we renovate homes that are busted and we make them new again. We love it and it's awesome, but I always get asked, hey, I wish you could design my space. So my producer and I got together and we decided to make my own segment where I design your spaces. So that's what I'm doing today. My first one is going to be a bathroom. Someone sent in their bathroom and I'm going to kind of go through a couple different budgets because some people have maybe, $500 and some people want to completely gut and remodel for, $10,000 to $20,000 depending on your finishes. So I'm gonna kind of go through those two extremes and you can kind of choose anywhere in the middle, right? So in this particular space, it's for a single guy. And so he really likes just simple, clean, modern is what he said. And so I'm gonna go for a little bit more just clean, modern design and make it masculine. So it really feels like his space. I see here you have for the shower, blue tile with, a cream colored tub. Ooh. Honestly, you need to gut that thing. If even on the cheap end, you're looking at, you can recoat and paint the tub. You can do that yourself. They sell a paint at Lowe's that you can recoat and reglaze your tub, you make it white, change out the fixtures to a matte black, and you could also paint the tiles. These square tiles are back in. The only thing that's not back in is this soap holder. It really dates a space. So if you're keeping the tile and you're on a budget, you can paint over that. The same with the tile. This soffit situation here too, I love ripping those out, but if you're keeping it, it kind of all has to stay because that becomes a bigger job. You would have to get a plumber for your sink, for your shower change out on the first option, and they can run you anywhere between $80 to $200 an hour. So you have to kind of be careful with that cost-wise. And plus, fixtures are not cheap, especially if you get a good one. You don't want to go cheap because if you have a leak, it would just be so costly to fix. So go with a nice quality shower head. The valve is super important. Make sure it doesn't have plastic in the valve. It needs to be a metal valve because plastic breaks and then it is just not worth your money. And then a nice faucet for your sink because those leak, they'll break, they'll wear down over time. So those would be the places I would invest. But I'm gonna go through what a full gut would be. You can take this whole thing out, take this whole thing out, remove this guy, and just demo this whole thing, right? Because you want to create tall ceilings. Right now, I don't know how tall you are, but your head's probably hitting that ceiling in the shower because you're stepping up into the tub. I'm gonna design it as a shower, a walk-in shower. And so let me show you what I would do. So I'm gonna go over to Pinterest, but I would do a shower door that has this grid. It's super masculine. I would keep it white. That way it's nice and clean and open, like a white subway. See, like this. This is so clean. It's so nice. So a curbless option is gonna be more expensive and you have to have the right people doing it. Your tile guy, if they've never done it before, it can turn out to be a mess because the pitch of the floor has to be perfect. But this option is amazing. I love this shower head. You can go on build.com, Ferguson, and get this. It is beautiful and it just is clean and simple, looks so modern. And then what I would do is you can take a concrete look or black, but this just looks so cool. I love this look. And again, depending on who your tile guy is, they can actually float concrete and make it waterproof and similar to this. And this would be super nice in this space and doable. My goodness, look at that Formica. It's not a terrible vanity. If the drawers are in working order, this is actually kind of nice for a modern vibe. I would paint it black or a hunter green and change out the countertop. Definitely get rid of this part over top of the toilet. It dates it a lot. If you want to go the cheap route, that's an easy way to update this. You could even keep the mirror and just frame it out with some, I would do maybe wood, like wood frame. So for the vanity, I would do a wooden vanity. I don't love the bottom of this, but it kind of gives you an idea. This looks like a 42-inch or a 36-inch sink base. So for that, you can either do double sconces on either side of the mirror, or you can have pendants hanging down, which is a really modern option, to be honest, and that would come from the ceiling. You would still do two, and you'd have your mirror in the middle. Oh, this is on Wayfair. I love Wayfair. So this, you can do these sconce lights. I like this cone option, but I would do a similar mirror like this, or round, depending on which vanity you choose. I really like this green color too. That's why I mentioned green earlier. If you were to keep your normal or your current vanity, I would keep it in like a green or a navy blue, depending on what your vibe is, what you prefer, or black would be really cool in there too. And so you'd have your glass, of course this goes up higher. So you'd have your glass here with your curbless or curb, a nice new toilet, a skirted toilet. You don't see the plumbing, it's just clean. And I'd paint the walls white. If you're gonna completely redesign, I would take out that mirror currently, which means you might have to do drywall work. So do drywall, do a smooth coat if you can. And so what I would do next is, once I have this all set, I would go into Wayfair and I'd shop out the items, put them into a list for you and link that below so that you can kind of click on it, shop it directly from Wayfair. I will also link this Pinterest board if you saw anything you like on Pinterest or wanted some, but if you liked any of these designs and you wanted to see them up close and a little bit more in depth, they're gonna be on my Busted Cribs page. The link is also below. All right, if you liked what you saw, comment below. It's a community. I wanna hear what you guys have to say. Your voice is just as strong, and a lot of you guys are really good at this too. So I wanna hear it below. What was your favorite part, your least favorite part? What would you have done? Also, hit the like button. Also subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I will catch you on the next one.